Okay guys, the rounds moving forward, you cannot abstain anymore. You have to vote someone else. 6, 7. One friend. Yes.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of reelnareal, where you show off the real you. I'm your host for today, Fred C, and I'm joined with
Kenrich,
Joshua, DC,
Rance, Robbie,
Hans. Now let's start our activity 1.
So for our first activity, the 6 contestants will be divided into 3 pairs, and each pair will get to know each other through the provided guide questions.
my name is Rance, but you can call me Rance.
I'm Dato Christian, pero you can call me DC na lang for short. What motivates you naman?
I think what motivates me, I think the question should be who. And who motivates me is of course, yung family ko. I think, for example, me coming here sa Lasal or coming here in Manila, they were the ones who said na kaya ko. And I think they were right naman since nakakaya ko naman ngayon. And they guide me into every decision or like major decision that I do in my life. Tapos I feel like I take consideration into their suggestions, tapos mga advices, since family sila and they know best for me naman most of the time.
Ako, I agree with your perspective na parang instead of what, dapat who talaga. Because halos same situation lang din na parang bakit ba ako nandito? Hindi ba dahil sa magulang ko, sa parents ko mismo. So parang if I don't continue forward and parang I give up, what's the point of all the hardships that my parents have gone through for me?
Yeah, because I think they do what they do as a parent kasi they want us to succeed. Tapos if I manage to like disappoint them, ganun, I feel like I failed like at a simple part na kailangan ko lang maging a good son to them. Tapos like parang na-fail ako sa aspect na yun. Kasi yung kanilang yung kanilang ginagawa lang is to be a good parent and to just provide for me. Tapos I feel like I'm obligated, or not just obligated. I'm not saying na like I'm forced to do it, but I feel like I need to para sa kanila. And I do the stuff that I do para maging happy sila and to also like support them at the end naman when I become an adult na.
Looks or personality? Siguro relationship. Sa akin, personality talaga. I don't really mind kung looks. Kasi anong kwenta ng looks mo kung sa personality mo hindi
Bulok.
maganda. Bulok.
Kasi napapangit yung tao sa'yo kung like medyo hindi maganda yung ugali niya. Like ganong kaganda kung like naman siya, kung like di mabuti yung ugali. Syempre mapapangit ka dun and like nagle-less yung I'm not gonna say quality or like pero it lessens their like character. Ganun.
Tapos, ikaw din lang mismo yung magsasuffer dun eh.
Oo, kasi kung commit ka sa isang tao na like then you're the one to put yourself into that situation. I think for me, I won't lie, looks talaga yung first impression mo sa tao. I mean, looks are like the component na that's the first thing that you see in a person. So that's the first thing that you like about that person, yung looks niya. And I think personality comes later if you like if you get to know that person a bit more. Tapos once you befriend this person or know more about this person, I feel like that the personality part comes into like a better play. Tapos important role na siya sa like relationship niyo. Since now you get to like know her or like know him, mas parang nag-degrade or nag-i-improve yung relationship at yung perspectives niyo sa kanila.
Joshua D.
I'm Kenrich.
From SPAS, right?
Yeah,
I'm
from
from Malayan High School of Science. Last year, I came from that school.
How long you been in that school for?
I think around 3 years, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10. Pero nung grade 7 ako public high school.
Ah,
Pero nung elementary, Hope Christian High School ako. It's a Chinese school dati. Yeah.
ooh, you switched a lot.
A lot, especially due to the pandemic. My parents did not want to pay for the tuition when online lang naman.
Ganyan din eh, sa marami. A lot of people just don't want to take school because it's online. It's also affected us really deeply. Like,
That's true.
we really didn't listen much, at least for me. I didn't listen
Yeah,
much.
just playing games during online time.
Okay. If you could change the past, what would it be?
There's a lot I've changed in the past. A lot of mistakes I've made that I wish I didn't make. There's a lot of stuff that I wish I could rewrite that happened in the past. Lots of things I did that I wish I didn't. So I'd probably go so many years back in the past just to rewrite the mistakes that I've made. How about you?
If I could change the past, it would be taking advantage of my youth. You know, when I was young, I didn't really do anything special to get me ahead. I was just playing games, sleeping, and that. Yeah, overall, just using the time that I have, which is the one currency that you cannot get back.
But then again, kids are supposed to enjoy themselves. They're supposed to like play games. The kids that are like focused in academics back then when they were kids, like they were pressured into focusing. They kind of lost that childhood that they had. And I think it's normal that kids just played, eat, and slept all day, because like they don't really have much responsibility yet. Like especially if they're like single digits up to like 12 years old. Once you start turning into a teenager, that's when like you get those responsibilities that where you actually should lock in, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay that you played a lot as a kid. And like sleeping is a part of growth. Like kids without proper sleep don't get to grow properly, I guess. Yeah.
It's about being balanced. Balance. If money didn't matter, what job would you do?
Me? I'd probably want to be a fashion designer.
Ooh, why?
Well, I'm really into fashion. I like art. But like, the career that I'm taking right now, I do it because it's nice. Like, I want to be a pilot. I want to be an aeronautical engineer. Mainly because, 1, it pays a lot. 2, I like being in the sky. 3, I like traveling. So like, I really want to be able to fly a plane in the future. So it's like kind of a dream of mine. And like, being a fashion designer, sure, it's fun as well. Since like I don't have to worry about, if I didn't have to worry about money, like if I could just design all the clothes I want, I can just keep making stuff that I want. You know, it's kind of the dream, I guess. Yeah.
For me, if money didn't matter, the job that I would do is probably follow my passion in maybe sports, like badminton, you know. Although it's been just recent, only a few years ago, you know, kind of fell in love with the game. But considering money, I would take finance because, you know, I like handling money and it's a pretty stable job.
That's true.
If you can live in any show, what would it be?
If I can live in any show, I don't watch too much shows, honestly. Maybe Pokemon. The Pokemon world's really nice. You get to keep a lot of pets, get to battle for money, like that. You get to train, like you have your own fictional monsters that you're able to like take care of. And there's not much problems too because like the main character takes care of those problems anyway. So yeah, I guess Pokemon would be a good world to live in.
But I also don't watch much shows. What show would it be? Oh yeah, probably. You know the anime Food Wars?
Yeah.
Not because of the.
Okay.
Not because of
Not
that.
because of that.
I love food, so
No, yeah,
they have
true.
so much good food there, and I also would be able to learn about cooking and meet those cool characters in the anime.
Hello, I'm Hans. How about you? Short answer. Yeah. How do you define confidence? You want me to go first? Or
How do you define confidence? Is believing in yourself that you can do something.
For me, confidence or self-esteem is being able to show yourself to other people and carry yourself in public in a way that would bring others in awe or in a way that would command respect from others. I guess it could be compared to the Gen Z term aura. Yeah, if you have confidence, you have aura. For the second question, what is something small that instantly makes your day better?
Honestly, if I don't have a sarap masasaya na
For me, it's something small that makes my day better. Seeing someone I love give a smile. If I like the person and I see them happy, it instantly makes my day better. I feel most like myself when I'm alone in the street because I don't need to think about what others think of me. Not that I change myself around others, but when I'm alone, I can express myself freely. For example, if I want to sing, I can sing as loud as I want. If I want to talk to myself, I can talk to myself for a long, long time, and people wouldn't be annoyed. So I think I'm most like myself when I'm alone.
I feel most like myself but I'm alone.
Anything na maganda yung story niya.
Okay guys, for your first question, looks or personality?
Okay, guys, for your second question, if you were in a movie, would you prefer being the main protagonist or a supporting character?
Ito ba yung sinagot? Kanina. Narinig ko kahit nasa kabilang table.
We didn't have that.
Ba't ibang siyang tanong? You were saying something about main character.
That was a different topic.
Who answered that question?
Kami. We didn't have that question.
We didn't have that question
because me and Rest did not have
We have to think about it.
We didn't answer the question.
Oh, okay. I feel like for me, just like what is yung sa sinabi sa like, hindi pala sa one of the questions from my interview sa club ko is like, if you want to be, if your story was to become like who was the main character? And I feel like I'm gonna say always na I'm the main character of this, I'm the main character of yung story. And I feel like whatever I do, that no matter how small or big it is, I feel like I'm always the main character because I'm in the perspective of my life. So of course, why not be the main character of it? Why not make yourself be the main character of your life? Yun lang yung perspective.
Okay, guys.
Sa akin, feel ko rin na ako yung main character kasi for example, if your life was a movie, syempre, ikaw yung main character kahit gaano ka, how do I put this? Kahit yung experiences mo kung kahit gaano ka significant or hindi. I mean, that's the point of life, right? So, you're still the main character.
Parang nasa filler episode.
For me personally, I would be also be the main protagonist because when I'm living my life, I'm not just watching. I am actually in the moment. So I also prefer to live for myself rather than to live for others.
Personally, I'd probably choose side character kasi I like helping people and side characters usually support the main character, right? I like helping out my friends in general whenever
But
I
there's
can
nothing
assist.
bad about being a side character.
I know, exactly. Side characters get their time to shine as well in the story. Like, they get their own arcs where they can grow as side characters so that they can further support their main character. Side characters don't always stay as side characters. Sometimes they can grow as to be the second main protagonist. Or like the brother of the main protagonist, both equally as important to the story as the protagonist. So I believe being a side character and being somebody important in somebody else's lives, because I've done a good impact in their lives, is why I would choose to be a side character. It has been and will continue to be my motto in life till I grow up.
Who are you the side character to?
The side character to my friends, to my family, to my friends and family actually. My family, my mom's a single mom, so I'd like to be the side character of her story. I want to help my mom out as much as I could. And when it comes to friends, whenever they need assistance with anything, they don't really need to ask me to do it. I'll still do it either way.
That's true, bro. He helped us earlier.
Yeah.
Didn't do it. That's true. I prefer being a main character because we only have one life and it's not really good if you waste it trying to follow what someone else wants for you. Just do what you want.
Follow your direction.
Ako, I agree dun sa perspective ni Josh, wherein parang side character turning to main character. Because for me, I prefer being in the sidelines, or like not in a way na parang I get outcasted. There are times talaga that I do want to shine, and what do people love more than a good character development, wherein the side character turns into the main character talaga.
So you like being the one orchestrating everything from behind?
Yeah, parang ganun.
Parang
Yeah.
Not like that. That was good. Ang ganda ng accusation.
sorry.
Guys,
Okay, guys, your time
That
is
was
up.
cheap. Sorry.
Your voting period now begins.
Questions.
6, 7.
5 questions. You guys have 5 questions.
Ikaw na nakapag-usap sa sir.
Yeah.
It's a storyline.
Seems currently, somewhat like
He's kind of at a disadvantage because he doesn't know any of us.
yeah. And the other way around, he's kind of at an advantage because we don't know him that well. Though I know the surface level, just don't know him that well.
Sino na yung may vote?
You guys have 10 seconds.
Personally, abstain pa ako currently.
Abstain kayo.
Not enough.
Yeah, abstain.
Maybe sa third.
Okay. Okay, guys. Moving on. For our third question, who or what motivates you?
Oh, we got that question before.
I feel like most of our answers are family. We're not friends. But for me, family talaga. Like I said previously, they're the ones who put me here in the first place. This is what I want to do something because of them. I want outside of my comfort zone because of them. Because they trust me a lot. And they leave me well na parang I leave it runs with the problem because they trust the other people. So I feel like that them giving advice to me is like one of my main motivations to like do well in life. And of course, I trust them with all my heart. Na parang all their advices are quite people to in my mind always. Or something like that. Kasi they're the ones who take me to who I am today. And they're the ones who provided me education and all the necessities. And now that I'm studying here in Lasallians, what actually motivates me is the future, what I could be. It helps me continue on my path to self-improvement and constantly learning, and then eventually become the person that will be able to support my family and also like changing the world. Okay, so for me, also my family, since I'm blessed as a person, I'm blessed. Like, I get all these gifts and then all these, what do you call it? Privileges. Because of my family is hard work. I'm a privileged person, I'll admit it. I get feeling comfortably. So I want to repay them one day. I want to be able to fly them out to different countries that they wanted out of since they travel abroad. So yeah, my family is my current biggest motivation and nothing else. For me, my family is also the biggest motivation because like what Johnny said, I don't want to let them down. And aside from my motivation, they're also my inspiration to keep going. However, I don't really like to rely on motivation that much because eventually motivation will run out. So what's more important for me is to have the discipline to keep going even if you don't feel motivated to do something. For me, not gonna lie, I like this answer, but I have to be truthful because I don't want to be voted out. So, family is sa akin because like the efforts that your parents na relatives, like the efforts that your parents and relatives give to you is like parang you're indebted to them, but like not necessarily like what Rams mentioned to me earlier. Because like why should you give up when the efforts that your family has put for you is the reason why you're in your current position. Like what's the reason na parang mabaliwalas mo yung efforts nila? So family is kind of Hey guys, your time to discuss yourself. Your voting period begins now. Sushi said every time stay until wala na. Okay, so there's no rules. Yeah. And question the game again. Is there actually an imposter among the six of us? Yeah, friends said it's one with you, but if you think about it at the same time, we can say that there's a chance that nobody could. Hey guys.
Stay.
Okay.
Maybe like questions.
Okay, guys, the rounds moving forward, you cannot abstain anymore. You have to vote someone out. Okay, for your fourth question, when do you feel most like yourself?
So I'll relate this to the question of are you introverted or extroverted. I feel more like myself when I'm around with my friends. Because that's when I actually feel comfortable and parang I don't mind when people judge me when I'm with other people that I'm close to. Like people think I'm extroverted when I'm with the people that I love the most. Yeah, extroverted. I'm introverted but like when I'm with people I'm close with, extroverted. Kaya that's feel like you're I feel like being extrovert is really not. That's me being myself with all of my friends and even with my family. And of course, I feel those times like if I'm alone, then that makes me feel like that I am me too. Since I'm given a blank canvas to like express myself. But I also let myself express who I am to other people. So I feel like I'm extroverted out and out. But for me, being introverted, syempre I'm very like myself when I get myself where I don't have to worry about their judgments. But I really don't know my reacts kasi when you approach other people, like you have to face that. You appreciate it. You don't really for me, also as a very introvert, I feel like myself when I'm with my closest friends, because they have seen all of me and I have no reason to put on a filter. I have definitely been a bit more silent with people that I am not as close with, but I still have that,
Guys, your fourth round is up. Your voting period begins now.
Like we actually have to go different like road yung pwede na bawal. Okay. Kasi gusto niya yun. Like, I feel like I don't wanna vote him. Kasi it's unfair to him. Maybe natin kilala siya medyo. Kaya I feel like unfair sa kanya. Robbie's answer lined up with what he said earlier. Yung family, yung he feels the most like himself when he's with himself or his family. I can vouch for DC. I can vouch for kay Rats. Lagi sinabi niya word for word this para kay Rats. Josh.
something about the way you act right now. Like, you were kind of talkative with me despite me being a random person. So I'm not too sure. It would be, quote-unquote, a safe vote to vote for you since it's easier for you to act differently to us. Sorry, guys.
We have to vote someone else. And we, all four of us are already good. So it's either one or the other.
I mean, I'm not saying that he was the one in my mind that had it. Pero like,
Okay guys, your time to discuss is up. Who will you vote out?
Voted out.
In this round.
Yup.
It narrows the playing field if we vote him out.
Yeah. I'd vote him. Nothing personal. Mainly because of analytical observation.
I'm just okay.
Okay.
You know, walang iyak. Walang makita. Okay na.
I'm hungry ba? Ay.
Ha?
Yeah.
Are you hungry? Wala mo ng pagkain. Bibigyan na.
Oh.
Bibigyan naman ng ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah, libre ng ice cream. Just say the ice cream. Yeah, libre ng ice cream. Then again, yeah. I'm Candice, right?
But you guys, yeah.
Kasi yung ibuvote ko.
Can we-
Just vote nila lang.
I'd vote him, no? Just only from the first question because all the other questions seem pretty truthful. And I also don't know a lot of it. I'm the only one that's not classmates with all of you.
I feel like it would be more parang, I feel like it'd be better if like everyone here wasn't like, mas strange, or at least two people lang yung mga magkakilala. Pero I guess it was a bad pull for him na nagka-solo siya in this entire group.
You're not a bad person.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we're just saying like,
Sa conversation naman namin, like, a lot of it did align besides that one part na ba?
Sure.
Yeah. And then like, I feel like,
So
Okay guys, final votes. Kenrich. Okay. The impostor is still among you.
Si Rans.
Okay guys, moving on to the last round. For your fifth question, what is a common misconception about yourself that you'd like to correct?
like what is something that people, can I ask them a question? Yes. No, because I don't, from that time, I don't think I have that say on them. Like, I have this misconception. I don't think, I think the other person. Other people would have, but then again, yung only recent misconception namin sa'yo was the, well, yung kaninang, close personality. But then again, you did make a point na parang, it was, you could have just been thinking that, I'm gonna be exaggerating that personality from papatawa, which is understandable, which sabi naman hindi matches. I'll just say that na lang. When you say that, everything I say is not serious. Okay? Kung nag-joke ako, and
Round 5 done.
Guys, your time to discuss among yourselves over. Your voting period begins now.
Discussion pa rin. Ano yung discussion pa rin? Hypothetical game. Sa akin, ay yung marami. Tanong ko lang yun. Sa akin, yung marami. Or like, I think cancel from myself. Like you say, I heard, I mean, as I kind of told you before. Yeah, you could. I think I could just base this off of bodily movements. Or like body gestures. Pero, what do you guys think was the longest to answer? Rather than longest to answer, I feel like the most nervous people would be them. Kasi that's like their person. I mean, like, could be part of their personality. Pero Rocky was a little bit too jittery the entire time. Though I feel like his stories do
Guys,
something.
done na yung ano.
Hey guys, you gotta vote for one person. Mag-isip na kayo, wait lang. Wait lang, gawin natin dito. We all think of a person in our heads, tapos tuturo tayo. Okay. When you have a person in mind, raise your hand, tapos we'll just point towards them.
Guys, I'd just like to remind you, if you don't vote out the imposter in this round, you guys lose.
To be fair, we don't have really much to do. We do lose the game, but we don't really lose each other as friends. Kasi, friends are...
2, 3. Sama ka nga dito.
Kayo rin.
Sige, kami. 3, 2, 1. Friends. Yes.
Vote na.
Meron na ba kayo someone in mind?
It's good call.
But in the end, this is nothing personal. It's just a game. We're all getting ice cream.
Yeah. Sino nagsabi?
Kayo.
I'll report you guys kayo mismo.
Oh, scamming eh. Scamming.
Okay na.
Okay, 3. You point towards them. At pag sabi ko go, point to them, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Two votes for peace.
Two votes from DC.
Okay. Okay, announce.
Okay. So, DC has been voted out. The imposter is still among you, meaning you guys lose the game. Gusto nyo malaman?
Yeah.
Should we reveal na ba?
Raise your hand yung imposter.
There's one
You guys suck! Losers! Nasa you guys go.
Congrats on winning the game, Boss Rans. And was it hard being the impostor?
I mean, it kind of felt like it because lying to me isn't lying isn't like part of my personality. It's not part of my character. I feel like I know, but like I feel like I'm doing a bad thing when I'm lying, which it is true, and you know it's not really part of my character.
Okay, thank you for being you, not being you, and winning now because of that. Everybody gets ice cream! Yay!
Hindi ko mga kilala.
Guys!
Oh, it's easy diba?
Guys, yung ice cream.
Yeah, ako na lang yung weekend.
Pwede dalawa sa akin. Sa akin yung nanalo.
Huwag mo nabigyan si Robby.
Yan na lang sa'yo.
Participate guys.
Yan na lang sa'yo. Sarap naman yan.
Yay!
Thank you mga Poki.